Hello, I'm Rida Fakhri with the headlines here on Al Jazeera. In Brazil, thousands of protesters are back on the streets of Sao Paulo. They've blocked roads and highways and have begun marching toward the city center in a show of growing anger at the government. A small group tried to break into City Hall during protests in Sao Paulo on Tuesday. Afghan President Hamid Karzai has suspended talks with the U.S. on the role of American forces in Afghanistan after 2014. He said the U.S. had been acting inconsistently on the peace process with the Taliban. Somalia's government says at least 15 people have been killed at a UN base in Mogadishu. Peter Grester reports.
We understand that the attack began when a car bomber, a suicide bomber, blew himself up at the gate to the main UN compound that contains or that houses a whole series of UN agencies, including the World Food Programme, UNICEF, the UN Development Programme and so on. After that attack blew open a hole in the main gate, that was followed up with a ground assault by a number of other attackers who fought their way into the compound. Now, African Union troops and Somali government forces were all engaged in the battle. It lasted about an hour, hour and a half. Most of the UN staff were able to hide in a secure room deep in the basement of the compound. But we do understand that a number of people, a number of UN staff and most of the attackers were killed in the gun battle.
And you can find much more on all those stories and more at aljazeera.com.